Hey everybody, want to wisdom here. Long time no record. Interesting stories about to take place. It's just actually had my birthday. I'm really tired. You can probably tell from the unboxings of Thump Back and Eyebrow that I did last night. But nonetheless, what I've been wanting to record, was the character introductions and heroic challenges for the last several we've unboxed, and that precedes the two new giants with, of course, Lightning Rod's going to be the main draw, but, we've got Prism Break, Stealth Elf, Eruptor. Sadly, we've already kind of got their heroics because of either Light Core or Legendary versions in Stealth Elf's case, but nonetheless, just for good measure, I want to get them on the portal, get them registered, get credit for them, increase the elemental power or whatever. I'm extremely tired. You'll have to bear with me on this one, but before we actually do any of those characters I just mentioned, which that's probably going to take me quite a bit of time now that I think about it, and it's probably a really bad idea, but apparently I never did Cinder's heroic challenge. Hers is one that they changed. As I go through, I haven't really had much time to even play anything lately, but the last couple times I did, I was just doing chapter work on the hard file, trying to get cash and level up some of these characters, just so many of them. And similarly, I was taking some of the Giants, Hot Dog, Zap, I was taking those people, through the speed challenges. One of the big drives people have is, when you're going through heroics, say you do challenge number 26 and you intend to do 27 next, it actually resets you back to 1 every time. You have to cycle through. I know it's a minor deal, but it's funny because that's one of the biggest complaints I get from people, that isn't a glitch. But as I cycle through, I always see Zombie Dance Party. It's Cinder's heroic challenge in Giants. I want to say it was Dungeness Creeps in Spyro's Adventure. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I'm really tired. I just know that Zombie Dance Party is new. It's kind of like we see with, Zook. It's just a totally new challenge. For whatever reason, I apparently never recorded anything to do with Cinder. I may have, gone over her upgrades or something, or said I'd do it later, and I'm just going to assume that I said I would do it later, because I knew she would be a Wave 3 character, which is what we're currently working with right now. And that makes me sound like a genius as opposed to sounding like an idiot that just overlooked her. But basically what happened to me, I got the 3DS and the Wii starter pack at the same time, and they've actually, I think, kind of phased out the glow-in-the-dark Cinders. I don't go into Walmart unless I have to, so I haven't been checking lately outside of the Giants, but I have seen some purple Cinders in the starter packs there, so I'm assuming, depending on where you're at, that the overall stock of Walmart's glow-in-the-dark packs has dwindled. Whether or not they'll replenish it, or it was a initial run type deal, I don't know. But that could be what I was thinking, is that I would just wait, to get the regular purple Cinder, not glow in the dark. But like I said, we're gonna try to rectify that. I did use her some in chapter 1. That's why she has that ridiculous fast food hat on. Reason she's level 5 and has the coins again is because this is actually the glow in the dark Cinder. Let me just go ahead. This will probably drop frames since I'm tired.
Bolts and lightning.
As you can see there, Series 2 Special Cinder, yeah, it drops frames. That was a stupid idea. Sometimes on those little character splash screens it happens, but you get a pretty good look at her. Just pretend the fast food hat is not there. We'll do her a little differently. Primary attack, is a spectral lightning, I'm not sure. And then Shadow Dash is her second one. I actually really like it. This is box stock. You don't have to upgrade it from Ghosts. any character that has that initial speed move, Drill Sergeant, Ghost Roaster, Fright Rider, it's just a big boost the way I look at it. The way I play the game, you need speed, you know, kind of hit and run tactics. You know, or at least that's what I like to do. It doesn't always happen, depending on what's going on. But works out, you know, pretty well. We're just gonna cut him off. She said shocking ability. She has a pretty cool voice. I think it fits her. She looks pretty menacing. Her pose this time, I'm not as big a fan. I think she had a pretty sweet pose in SSA. But it's one of those deals, you know, like Bash was just sitting still last time, and then he kind of got, you know, the Triceratops on her guard. So, may see that from time to time if they continue reposing. You know, if you did something really, really cool, it's kind of hard to maybe replicate that. You might have to downplay things. But we want to take a look at her upgrades. Spectral Lightning, I at least remembered that. Press and hold A to shock enemies with bolts of lightning. Secondary attack, Shadow Dash. Dash forward in shadow mode, leaving ghostly allies in your wake. Her first purchased upgrade, this is kind of cool when you have the flight available first. It's press Z to fly, increase speed and armor while flying. It's aptly called Cinder Flights. Next up we have Black Lightning. Spectral Lightning does increased damage. We then have Double Spooky. Ghosts do increased damage. Our last base upgrade is going to be Shadow Reach. Shadow Dash range is increased. These are the type of upgrades I can really appreciate, again, because you get the speed. Obviously in this case you kind of have like the, you know, increased acceleration in Shadow Dash, but in this case it's for a longer distance. Comes in really handy the way I play the game. Cinder is one that I had a tough time picking a path because I could see either one being good last time. The cool thing now with two glow-in-the-dark Cinders, you know, I can just take one down one path, take the other down the other. I don't think I'm going to buy regular Cinder this time, just because it's $10 I don't have to spend when I already have two of them. I may wind up doing it if there's a sale, you know, I mean, say it comes down to, you know, the final, I don't know, Ninjini or something, and Toys R Us has a sale or something, you know, I might pick her up to actually get the second character 50% off or something. But her primary upgrade path here at the top is going to obviously upgrade her Spectral Lightning. Begins with Unstable Forces. Hitting a ghost with Spectral Lightning makes it explode, damaging enemies. Then we have Breath Control. Spectral Lightning hold duration is increased. And then lastly we have Breath of Power. Spectral Lightning damages enemies in a larger area. Your other option is to take her down the Shadow Dash upgrade, and we would have Deathbound. Enemies hit by ghosts move slower. Then you've got Ghost Haunter. Ghosts last longer and have a greater attack range. And then Shadow Strike. Shadow Dash does damage to enemies. That was pretty cool. I think I went with that last time. If I didn't, that's really what made the decision difficult. Her Soul Gem, same old song and dance. You got Haunted Ally. A ghost ally travels with you and damages enemies. Kind of akin to what we see with like Stealth Elf's blades that hover above her. And then brand new this time around, and the reason, you know, if you're coming over from SSA and have Series 1 Cinder, that you would want Series 2 is for her Wow Pow. Cinders happens to be Lightning Rain. While flying, press B to bring a great lightning blast down from the sky. You need the flight upgrade. That sounds pretty sweet because her flight, you know, you generally, you know, can move a little quicker than standard, you know, just moving the analog stick on the nunchuck. But the fact that she can do the lightning while flying really kind of helps make her a bit more well-rounded, if you will. So looks like she's going to upgrade very well this time around. There's Flynn. But you've already seen what she does. We'll kind of show it off. Hopefully this challenge isn't too bad. I know Zooks, it's not really hard, you know, per se. It's just kind of time-consuming. You have to really like get the route down. And some characters, just like some, can roll the bombs and the boulders easy. Some of them have a heck of a time for whatever reason.
Ready for more training? All right, let's do it.
You know, we'll go ahead in here, check it out. I've actually never done this challenge. the ones I've taken through, I think I've taken Terrafin and Slam Bam through the most, and for whatever reason I've just never done it. I realize now I forgot to look at her quests. Like I said, I'm pretty tired. Felt like hers was back here somewhere. I probably passed it, but okay, there we go. So you kind of see, we got into the new landers, some of the giants, and then all of a sudden you got Cinder and Zook over here. Reason being, these are brand new heroic challenges. Like I said, hers is called Zombie Dance Party. It looks interesting. Is at least still set in like the, creepy Citadel dungeon type area. So looks like it'll be +5 critical hit is find all of these zombie heads. We're gonna go ahead and try this one out. And special thanks to Cassie from the blog, actually reminded me that I still have not done Cinder.
There are some zombies out there that just want to dance.
I wish I was like
This
more
group
alert.
moved to a dungeon where dancing is not
see.
allowed, and spell punks have now stolen their heads as punishment. Recover each zombie's head, and we just might get to witness one of the great things in life: a zombie dance party.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so this one sounds pretty neat. We've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds, kind of an odd time.
Head recovered.
It's gonna, we're gonna have to figure out what to do. Okay, so that's it. I was thinking we'd probably like have to deliver the heads, and luckily we can just like walk into them and be done. So we're just gonna go straight ahead here. I thought we could go on top of that. The cool thing here, we can kind of, take the enemies out. Oh wow.
Head recovered.
Okay, so it's a real similar layout. I mean, if you played enough heroic challenges, you're gonna remember these things. I guess we'll just take the teleporter. That took us back to the start. That's kind of like what we see with several of them. So what we're going to do is just make our way and use kind of wooden gates as placeholders. What I can tell you is it is really hard to see the spiked floors, the spikes on the floor, if you will. Okay, so I guess we have to take these guys out to do that. This is one that's going to be much, much easier with upgrade. I mean, even just like the basic handful, you would be set. Oh, okay, so you do want to come over here and hit the switch. We do not want to take the teleporter yet. We actually have to progress back this way and pick up the zombie head. So we're halfway there, I guess. Now this is dropping frames like crazy. I guess we'll just hope it syncs up somewhat. Question now is, of course, where the heck are we? Let's see. Okay, so we need that. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, something as simple as getting knocked off like that could cost you the entire challenge here. That should, yeah, open that gate for us. So we'll just springboard down and avoid that. Cool thing is, aside from that hidden switch that was right back over here, which I guess you could hit now, that's really all you seem to have to do is take the teleporters. That said, this time that's something we don't want to do. We actually want to come back up this direction and find another wall. Come this way since we haven't been up yet. Oh, what's up with that? Half monster gate.
1 minute remaining.
So, we probably, I guess there's a spell punk somewhere in this area. If we can take him out, we can... Oh, there he is. I guess spell punks will probably hide behind that one, similar to this. Issue now is just simply we don't know where they all are. You know there may be one down here. I know the other one's back that way.
Recovered.
Okay. Take it. Almost there. So there's that one. The question now is simply, I don't know where the other one's even at, and that is going to be an issue with 30 seconds left. So, geez, I mean, I don't even know like which way to go or think of going.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think this is where we started. Yes. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. And the issue is, what's really bad is I don't know where the 6th head is even at.
Nice try, but it'll take a little bit more to beat this challenge. Try again.
Oh, well, it would have been right here. So, although we came up short, we at least realize now where we need to get to. So, we'll go ahead and try this time. I think I will go up first, and that way we can kind of break through that wall there, at least get this one we didn't get.
Recover each zombie's head.
Logic there is, assuming we fail this time, we will have at least then gotten all 6. And, we go from there.
2, 1, go!
Alright, so our starting point's right there. We're going to take these guys out and then go straight up. I know that gate opened, but I guess we'll take them. You know what, let's just leave it that way. It'll be a placeholder for us. We're going to head this way, take all this stuff out. Hopefully we don't need that switch that we hit down in that bottom corner. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm just going to go ahead and do the one that we didn't do. I feel like that, you know, makes the most sense right now. Sadly, I would not be surprised if we don't have to have that switch. And, you know, actually, I think this may just be... Jeez. Well, we're going to figure this out regardless, so... I think there's like no way to do this. I don't know if there's a hidden bounce pad. That's what I'm hoping for right now. If there is, we can get up there, take him out, and see if the monster gate can come down. But it's not looking like that's going to happen. You know, the issue here, though, is we can't actually go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to even get out of this area. That's a bit problematic. We're dropping frames. I don't even... Oh, wow, there's the bounce pad. So, you know, we're not going to make it this time, I don't think, but we'll at least have figured this out. So, I was thinking this was just an area to get the time after all that, but, you know, what do you know? So we got the head we didn't get last time, and now we at least kind of know what in the heck's going on. Did not intend it earlier. It's just, it's not going well at all at this point in time. I'm just gonna do that entirely. We may have to kill it though is the thing, I don't know.
Okay. 1 minute remaining.
So what is not good here? Yeah, apparently you do not want to go up first. No, don't want to take that one either. Ah, jeez. So my advice is go up last. I guess we did it right the first time.
Head.
I can dodge those, but I mean, at this point in time, there's really no point in it. We're not going to die, and we kind of need to go as quick as we can. So. Gotta say, her Spectral Lightning's not really dealing much damage for us right now.
Heroic challenge failure.
Nice try, but it'll take a little bit more to beat this challenge.
Yeah, this
Try
was just a
again?
bad all-around time right here.
Believe it or not.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so, like I said, I didn't think I should record tonight because I was so tired, but we'll try to make the most of it. So, it is kind of a neat challenge. It's just Cinder does not do much damage with her base attack. You know, just getting through the walls is kind of an issue in all honesty. So, this time around, we're just going to go straight after we kill him. We're going to come in, take this one, and then progress this direction. Then we're going to go down. So.
Head recovered.
Guess you just need to take the spell punk out in all honesty, and pretty much takes care of what you need to do. So if you are running out of time, you know, don't jack with the other enemies, just go ahead and go for the big kill. Now we're going to come and go down. I think we'll make it this time. I kind of like to upgrade as much as possible in terms of XP and whatnot, so we're actually going to kill quite a bit this time. Keep in mind, if she was upgraded, I mean, you could breeze through this thing, extra speed, just getting through the fence and like one hit's a big deal, in all honesty. We'll go ahead and we'll hit this switch. That's kind of important. Okay, so all that does, I guess, is unlock the pizza. I guess it's not really technical to that. Let's go ahead and grab this head. We're going to come back this way. So this puts us down here. The spell punk is up on the steps. That'll open up that monster gate to our backside. Actually, just one pretzel around and drop. There was the nightmare area. There is a hidden bounce pad. It's like the first thing I said. It just took me way too freaking long. Let's get that guy out. Got 4 of them, and we know where the other 2 are now. So we're gonna blast through here. We'll just go ahead. Like I said, we can kill everything. I think we're for sure gonna make it.
1 more to go.
You know what? Let's do that one last. Just add to the drama. Main thing, like I said, take out the spell punk. That'll be our 5th head. Go for a kill shot if you will. There's our final one. I am going to eat that pizza just because Chowhound is one of the quests and you have to eat 50 pieces of food and there's 3 of them. I think we'll still make this one plenty of time. We want to come now, take this teleporter which is through the top fence. It'll take us in here, and we just basically need to figure out where that, bounce pad was. Now this might be an area you could use Earth Element Skylanders and actually get the, what was I going to say? Kill enemies with push blocks. I've been having a hard time figuring out, like where to do that. Okay, so first thing you want to do is push that one all the way into the top. Don't know why
Head
do that.
recovered.
And you want to obviously take that one. You can get the extra time if you want to, but we're just gonna drag this one out.
Yeah.
I think we'll make it just barely, unless she falls off or something.
That's right. Shake.
Okay, so we should get this.
Look at him go.
Get him.
Heroic challenge complete. Excellent job.
Okay, so I mean, I was gonna say we better really get to see a zombie dance party if we do this.
That was seriously fun to watch. Congratulations.
If you go through that with an upgraded sky, basically anyone that's upgraded to the point you can get through the fence, you know, in one hit, I don't think you're going to have much trouble here, particularly once you figure the path out. But I think we got it nailed down. You want to go straight ahead your first time, then when you teleport back, you want to go down, and then your final run, go ahead and go through the top or upper fence, go all the way around, grab the 5th head, and then come back, take the teleporter. That'll take you in there. If you have a giant or someone that you're having a lot of trouble with, you could actually go up first just to get that extra time. I don't know how much it's worth yet. Probably at least 30 seconds, possibly more. But in all honesty, I think we could take a box stock giant through that with no issue now that we know the route. So they should be able to get through the fences a little easier than Cinder. So we're going to back out of there. My apologies to all the Cinder fans, but like I said, we're just going to assume that I knew what I was doing and was waiting for her to come out. She does look really good in the game, you know, just to her credit. We're going to go ahead and take a look at her quest before I forget. Okay, so Monster Masher, just from that and like Chapter 1 when we first got the game, she's doing well on that. Win 10 PvP matches, complete a challenge level without taking any damage. Chowhound, eat 50 pieces of food. Thanks to that challenge, we got like 6 pieces of pizza, so that's kind of sweet. Arena Artist, complete an arena without taking damage. Undead specific, we have cost 7,500 elemental bonus damage. Granted, that's the same across the board. Bossed around, let yourself be defeated by bosses 3 times. Buy a thread, defeat an evil undead Skylander, and then her personal challenge is defeat 50 enemies with your ghost ally. I believe that would pertain only to her soul gem. Could be wrong, we'll find out later. But yeah, there is Cinder. Again, my apologies for not getting her done, or maybe I did and just didn't do her heroic challenge. I don't really know what happened, but I know that we've gotten it taken care of now. So again, thanks to Cassie for pointing that out to me, and I am kind of waking up now, so I can go ahead and progress on with the rest of them here. I think Cassie again is the one that told me, Cassie or Daphne said Lightning Rod's heroic challenge was the same. I think it was fight, teleport, fight, so hopefully we shouldn't have many issues there. Obviously, the other 3 new landers, I mean, Series 2 repos we know. Shroom Booms, you know, I haven't played it in a while. I think we can wing it. And then I have no experience at all with the 2 new giants. So that said, I'm going to leave those barrels there. We'll let someone else break them. I may come in and do it with like Tree Rex or something, then record again. But like I said, I am extremely tired. Like I said, it's kind of after the birthday type deal, so basically all I'm running on is I know when I wake up I get to eat cake for breakfast, so that's always pretty sweet. But literally, I'm going to quit rambling. Again, if you're alert or you have a Skylander that can actually kind of get through the gates, you shouldn't have much trouble with that one. It's not going to take you long to figure the path out. But sadly, this dropped a crud ton of frames for some reason. Hopefully it'll sync up. If not, you know, we'll just chalk it up to being 3 in the morning. But Again, as always, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Questions, comments, feel free to ask on the blog, and we will see you back here shortly for, I guess we'll open it up with Stealth Elf, and we will go from there. So I'll catch you back here in a second.